said, well, should you really be having children? And that kind of came up in conversation. We wanted to have the children. We didn't feel it was irresponsible. On the contrary, it was a great responsibility.
We knew that it wasn't an outrageous idea, but rather it was workable. And we both had full faith in God, and we have had him, I think on behalf of both of us, like we feel that he's been through with us all through our life. The night before Rosh Hashanah, which is the New Year's for the Jewish people, I came up with high temperature, and my legs and hands started moving without control. And I was rushed to the hospital to find out that I contracted polio.
I went on a ski trip with my friends, and after a whole day of skiing, we went back to the chalet, and I was on a couch and we were just horsing around. Just a freak accident. I flipped off the couch, and I flipped over a friend, and I slammed my head into the ground, and I'm just lying there, and the next thing I know, I'm paralyzed from the neck down.
I was hoping and praying that I would one day find a person who would want to marry me and spend a lifetime with me. I felt like for myself, like to satisfy myself, I wanted someone who would need my help, just like I would do. The first time when I saw Shmuel, I must say that I thought he was an actor. And I'm very proud to say that. I thought he was Superman. The second date, we went out for dinner. I came home really crying because I was thankful for what I was able to do, but not enough. Like after I saw my husband, the way he eats, like no muscles on the fingers, the working muscles, right? And he still picked up the fork. It's like I came home and thought like, I never really appreciated that my hands were really working. I was in awe, all these years he was all alone. I felt like, am I capable to put myself as his other half, to really be there and make his life a little happier, to give him a chance to experience a married life and a family, and I believed he could do it. We got engaged, and 6 weeks later we got married. The wedding, it was a dream, it really was.
I think a lot of people realize that, one, we're capable of doing everything that anybody else was able to do, but that even when she had to go around me, it was so obvious that was very hard to do. But we were willing to do it, and she was willing to do it for the love of me and the wedding.
And to thank God that he brought us both together and brought us together, and hopefully at one point through us would start another generation of a family, and together with our Father above, we would build a whole new home. Close to our first year anniversary, we realized if we really wanted children, it was time to really get serious and start planning it.
We were quite excited about entering this new territory, and we found out, when she was pregnant, that it was 2 heartbeats. When I finally saw the kids for the first time, and it was just overwhelming. I mean, it brought tears to my eyes. The feelings were all over the place, and I just wanted to go over and touch them both. Just to touch, to know that it's real. Being in the hospital and seeing the kids and all that, it was great. The first few weeks, every day is fantastic just to wake up to them, see new things happening. But we're also getting back to our daily routine, which is not easy, incorporating their lives and hours and theirs. I have to stay in bed until the aide comes and helps me out. The aide has to travel from a distance to get here, and there's traffic and there's all these other things. I want to be at 6 o'clock starting this whole thing And we're left sometimes, 6:30 or 6:40 or 6:20, whatever the case may be. And that becomes a little more, tougher. I always knew I was blessed. When you take a step backwards, and I took many steps backwards, I would say, yeah, I'm truly blessed. And I'm doing the will of God, and I'm blessed with a wonderful wife, and I knew that the blessing was there. There was no doubt in my mind. We have each other, we have two healthy boys. It's what lots of people dream about and never get. People who really love each other and they want to bring a life into the world, and they can't, for whatever reason. And we're blessed. We were just doubly blessed with two wonderful kids.